at home. Good evening and welcome to my program this evening. My name still remains Murphy Ojo. How are you guys? I believe you guys are good. Yeah, I'm back again on my program. As usual, Bits and Pieces with Murphy Ojo. This is a program for everyone who work mainly in care setup. I mean social work care setup. People who deliver cares. I mean to the carers, whether you are working in a home, residential or domiciliary. But basically, I created this content basically for people that works in domiciliary care, just to support them one way or the other. I've had series of experience about this job, and I believe sometimes it's better to dish out, to support one another in order to make one another much more better. I could remember when I was growing into the jobs, there are people who surrounded me, who supported me to be where I am today. And then I've seen a lot of people get into trouble unnecessarily. That is why I've decided, you don't know what? I need to do something in order to support everybody, to support every one of us. And that is why I said, okay, I should create this particular content, and I created the content, and it has been going on for the last going to a year now. And I've gone through different kind of topics that could get you into trouble. So if you want to know much of my the topics I've already spoken about, you can go into my channel and check everything. You will see it there. So why am I here today? I'm not here because of any other thing. It's because of this important topic. I was here about, let's say, 2 weeks ago because of the same topic. I'm coming back again. Or I'm here again because of the same topic. Because the last few weeks I've been going around, and what I'm getting is not something that I'm really happy with. If you all remember, we have a lot of new people in the country that just joined us, working as a carer, and people are still coming. I'm welcoming everybody, but the situation is that people are still making a lot of mistakes. Yes, yeah, there's possibility they will make all these mistakes because the way we do things, or the way things are being done here, is totally different. And sometimes training is not just enough. You've got to be reminding one another every day, every time, how things works. And that is why I've gone back to the same topic. It's one very important topic in this field. Very, very important, because a mistake could be fatal, and it could cause, what's the name? You being prosecuted in court of law, which I always take a step back and be thinking, how or not somebody will make that kind of a mistake to the extent of you being prosecuted because of much. Even when you are being given £1 million per hour kind of a thing, I don't think it's worth, there's any job that was somebody going to jail for. So, and if you don't want to be in that kind of scenario, you've got to do the right thing. That is why I've gone back to what I treated 2 weeks ago. That was the when needed medication, the PRA medication. Why do I go back to this topic? I just heard about another scenario that, okay, people are struggling around this when needed medication. There are a lot of things that surrounded it. If you look at it when needed, how do you clarify when the medication is needed? How do you clarify when you need to, how do you clarify when you need to give this medication? How do you know that it is the right time for you to give the medication? So there are lots of things that involve around that. Even when you are trained, that's what we call protocol. Protocol is what guided you. When the word protocol shows that, okay, the way things should be done. So there are protocols that guided you in how medication should be, PRA medications should be administered. And one of those things that is guided, most especially you guys that you still have clients or service users or customer, whatever you guys call it, where you work, that are still able to communicate to you. That is one of even the simplest of the easiest of it all. You just need to ask them. You just need to ask them. But when you ask them and they said no, because what I get people doing, the information that I'm receiving that people are doing is, okay, I will not even fall into the trap of when needed, when I'm not giving, and then people are saying that, okay, you are not administering the medication you're supposed to be administering. So they were just administering medication. Anybody that is auditing that mash out, anybody that is checking that mash out, immediately you continue to fill every part of when needed mash out, meaning that you administer everything, then there's a problem. Somebody needs to pick it up immediately, because it is either, if it is when needed, it shouldn't be abused to be taken every day. It is whenever, because they were trying not to get them on the medication. That is why they are not compulsorily. I'm not making it something you should be taking every day. It's about, do we need to put them there? No, I don't think so. Like pain relief, when you have paracetamol and they say it is when needed, and you turn paracetamol to a daily things, meaning is the person always feeling the pain? So if that should be the case, it's better to report to the GP, and then they will be able to handle it very well, much more. That person might not even need paracetamol, might need something bigger than paracetamol, might not even need anything at all. But when you then start to give them every day, what you are telling somebody is that, okay, that person is always in pain every day. So, and the pain could be as a result of something totally different to the reason why they prescribe paracetamol. So, but they continue to ask and you continue to give it every day. That is one thing. Another one is like inhaler. Maybe they're struggling to breathe, and then you continue to give it every day. And then they start to be thinking that, wait a minute, is the breathing problem getting too much or what? So that is why you say to be giving that inhaler every day, something like salbutamol. So there is a reason why they ask you to be administering the medication when needed. So the best thing that you could do is just to there should always be what we call a protocol. It's just like a document too that should follow your mash out. Inside that protocol, you'll be able to read it. Okay, when can I administer the medications? Most of the time it is when client asks for it. Yeah, there are certain clients that were unable to talk. Then it is when maybe you feel, okay, this person is in pain. Most of the time they just complain about pain. Then you then give it to them. You administer the medications to them. Another one is the likes of salbutamol. When they are struggling to breathe, but immediately it starts to become a regular thing. You've got to flush it up immediately to your line manager, and then that something is wrong here. Something needs to be done here. It seems that we need to do something different here. We need to call somebody to work. We need to let GP know what is going on, because this person have turned when needed medication, PRA medication, to regular medication. I think them struggling to breathe might be a sign of totally a different ailment that needs to be tackled immediately. But if you now take salbutamol to be a regular thing in order to resolve their breathing issue, then there's a problem. If you now take paracetamol to resolve their pain issue, then there is a problem. And this is going on now. Yeah, I get it that people are just coming into the system, learning the trade, learning how to do things even after the training. But there is no excuses in killing somebody, in destroying somebody's life with the way you are supporting them with the medication. There's no excuse. So far you were trained, you need to follow the right steps. Don't just imagine. Don't just assume in your mind that, okay, don't just say that, okay, before, you don't want people just to catch up with you that you are not administering a certain medication, so you've got to do certain thing. And that certain thing is to be involved in what you shouldn't be doing, like turning a PRA medication to a regular medication. You shouldn't. Then you go to the laxatives. It's one of those things. But most of the laxatives is even the other way around. You guys does it. It's about, because you don't want to be, okay, when you give, somebody was telling you, okay, laxative should be administered twice in a day, and you turn to a one because you felt that, okay, you shouldn't be cleaning most of the time because it turns to they started having diarrhea. So, and then you feel that the best way in order to control that diarrhea is to reduce it by yourself. Yeah, I'm not saying they shouldn't reduce it, but it's not left for you to reduce it. Do the right thing, and the right thing is just to call the doctor. Let them know. Talk at the office. The office will liaise with the GP, and the GP will be able to come or assess it that, okay, this is what is going on. Then turn into this. So there are certain services that, okay, laxatives are regular for them. They are regular because they are on all the medication that causes constipation. Check it. Most of them are on about 7 medications. I bet you out of that 7, 9 medications, there's possibility from 7, there are 6 of them that are causing constipation. And from 9, there are possibility that 7 to 8 of them that causes constipation. So people having constipation, and then because you just thought you shouldn't be cleaning every time, they go to the toilet every time, this is not your job, this job is, the stress is too much, then you have to reduce that medication by yourself. That's not right. That's not right. You've got to take it off, flash it up, let somebody handle it. All these things that I'm talking about don't take about 5-10 minutes to resolve. The worst thing is that they hold you on the phone, and by the time they transfer you to the doctor, this doctor comes back to you. I bet you there's possibility that thing will be reduced. Yeah, the problem will be resolved. So don't cause yourself an issue, because all these things is people are now falling into that trap of taking this decision on their own. You shouldn't. Please don't. And don't listen to family members that are guiding you to do certain things, to reduce certain things. Always follow what all your offices, your managers, your line managers, your coordinators, whatever they are, whatever, how they guide you. Sometimes family have got the way they want to do things, but yeah, I know there's always this conflict sometimes. But you've got to put your foot on the ground. You are the professional that they rely on. You are the one that they believe they rely on. When you put your foot on the ground and then you say what you need to say at the right time, you speak the correct language of being a carer, people will trust you, and your judgment will be trusted. Then they can rely on you that, okay, that person is one that, don't worry, I've totally give it to him or her. He or she will do a very good job. But when they started bullying you, I will use the word bully because there are some family that they go to that extent of bully that this is how I want my mom or my dad or my family to be looked after. Yeah, but if you know what you are doing, you can push them back. No, this is what it should be. And in kind of medication, this is what usually happens during medication. People will just take medication from somewhere, or they will tell you, you don't know what, I don't like what is going on there, you have to reduce that medication. Just tell them, yeah, why you two, you share their concerns, but you need to go through the rationale, and the rationale is just to get the doctor or the GP involved, your GP involved. Then let them handle it the way it should be handled. Then you will know in yourself that, okay, you've done the right thing. But when you are struggling, when you are unable to tell them the right answer, give them the right answer, they won't trust you. So please, when you are handling a PRN medication, these are very easy These are very easy things to handle, because the only problem that I believe the carer are going through is the inability to read. And it's not because you cannot read, but you just don't want to read. You don't read. We don't usually read instruction. We always assume in our head that we know it all when we don't know it. Read. When you read instructions, sometimes it is even you that you will pick up the mistake from your office. It is you that will pick up the mistake from the pharmacist. It is you that will pick up the mistake from the GP. I've seen loads of carers who are very good, who knows what they're doing. They were the one that will pick up, okay, this is not right, this is not how things should be. And again, some of you are only administering this medication, you don't know the effect of this medication, and that is what you're supposed to know, because when there are issues, they expect you to pick up. When there are adverse effects of this medication, the effect of this medication on your service, they expect you to pick it up. Yeah, you said, okay, somebody you're giving laxatives and they're having diarrhea. Yeah, that is good. That's very, very good. But sometimes it goes beyond that. Somebody should be able to ask you, this medication, what does it do? That medication, what does it do? That medication, what does it do? Yes, I share most of your concerns, most of you guys, most of your, is it like a job? It's your job. I could remember when I first got into this field, and I saw one of my colleagues just saying, okay, when they mention this, this is for what it's meant for, you have to check for this. I was just, am I going to know this thing forever? I don't think it's possible. But today, here I am. There is nothing that is impossible. It's so easy. You just need to have your mind, your heart in what you're doing. And it's just as simple as ABC, even much more. If there is anything simpler than ABC, I believe to attend to somebody, you just need to concentrate. That is what it needs. But majority of us, what we tend to be thinking about is the money, is the hour we are clocking. I'm not saying you shouldn't be keeping your eye on the hour you are clocking. But what I want you to know is that when you make a mistake and you're caught, you will forget how many hours you've done for that week. I bet you. I bet you. Because it's not a joke. It's not a joke trying to face safeguarding issues. It's not a joke trying somebody that you believe you should know better than telling you how it should be. If you are the one that you're proud of what you are doing, I believe you'll be ashamed of yourself at that particular point in time. But if it is all about the money, yeah, I'm not saying you guys shouldn't. We are all here for the money. Everybody is here for the money. But this is not the kind of jobs that you do and you believe that, okay, I will just take the money and that's all. The passion needs to be in your mind. I know that most of you that just come, there is nothing like passion. It's about the documentation and then whatever, which is, to me, that is not right. That's not right. And what you guys need to get into your mind is this. Yeah, I know that a lot of people will dispute that, but it is what it is. Because sometimes what I see on the floor, what I see on the field is sometimes we amaze a lot of people that, okay, a carer could, allow whoever he or she is looking after to go through that kind of a thing. Yeah, I don't know why a carer will be attending to a service user and just still on the staircase talking to the service user in the room. Is that a care? Even that one alone should make you to cry, and then thinking that, okay, one day we will all get there if we get old. And I don't think anybody who is doing that will be able. That kind of people who does that are the ones that live long, and they suffer the same predicament that they put all these people in through. Because it's something that you cannot just, it doesn't add up. When people behave, you sit down and start to think of it. How could a human being behave this way to a human being, not even an animal? If it is an animal, they will tell you animal cruelty. What do we want to say to a human being? That is an abuse. An abuse that could lead you to whatever. Yeah, if you've been doing it and you've been going scot-free, yeah, good luck to you. But what I want you to know, that with that one day, according to people where I come from, that be one day when monkey will go market, monkey will not come back home. That a particular day that you get caught. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. That's why I have this line on every one of my program, that the day you feel in your mind, or the day you think, you don't know what, I'm going to go there and do a crap job, just go back to bed and sleep. Go back to bed and sleep. There is no need for you to be able to go out and cause an issue or destroy your life. Most of you guys are not 20, you are not teenagers. You are an adult. You have children. Just go out there and do the right thing. PRN medication is what is called when needed, as at when required, whatever you want to put it. So when it is not required, don't administer it. Don't say that, okay, instead of them cutting you, not administering the medication at all, you will administer it every day. You've changed the nature of the medication from being when needed to a regular medication, and it could be harmful to the client, because they do not want, most of the time is they do not want clients to get addicted to that kind of a thing, to get used to that kind of a thing. And even when you continue to give them every day, as I said earlier on, it might be the pain that you think they are feeling might be because of totally different thing. Paracetamol might not even be enough. But when you turn paracetamol to a regular medication, then that's a problem. That's a problem. It will not just resolve itself. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Focus on what you're doing. Learn your trade very well. A job that you're gonna do for the next 5 years, even something for about even a year, even 6 months, you should hold on to it and see if, okay, your life depends on it. And currently your life depends on that, on what I'm talking about. Currently, for the next 5 years, your life depends on it. It depends on how you do it very well, how you do the job. The hour will surely call. 99.9% of you hang on this hour. Yes, the hour will surely come. But imagine you have all the hour, you do just one job of 30 minutes and you find yourself in trouble. How do you want to manage the remaining part? You'll definitely be pulled out of the job. So if you get pulled out of the job, so how do you then continue from there? Are you going to be thinking you are not going to be pulled out alone? You are going to be pulled out with investigation going on, with questioning, different questions coming towards you, with you not even knowing where it is going to end. It could lead to whatever. So I don't want, I do not like to scare people or to be saying what I've always said about this is the fate. But that is what we're getting. That's what we're getting. Sometimes when they bring this information back to you, I come back home and I say to think of it. Come on. We all have our parents. We all have family around us. Are you saying that if they ask you to look after your mom or your dad, you will behave the same way? If you won't behave the same way to those people, then why do you have to behave, no, to your parents, why do you have to behave that way to those people, to people you are looking after? That's okay, those are your family, you can look after them if you like, you can. But this is what they call a job. A job is something that you do in order to get a reward. And the reward you are getting is the money they are paying you. So why do you want to go and do a bad job and still want to get the same reward? Are you guys doing even care whether the safeguarding or that the same thing? You will say put it and then, okay, I've done the job. Have you done the job very well the way you asked to do the job? No, it's like any other jobs. It's like any other jobs. If they ask you to clean a place, if you're a cleaner and they ask you to clean a place and you do not do a good job, you will not get paid for it. If you're an accountant and they ask you to, a payroll guy, and they ask you to do a payroll and you're unable to do it, you will not get paid for it because you're not done your job. So this is your profession. I've got to hold it very well. But what we are getting out there is people just do whatever they like. I'm not saying you shouldn't do, but no, there are how do I put it? Whatever you do out there, there are repercussions for it, either good or bad. If you do a good job, people will hail you, people will be happy to be around you, to work with you, to promote you, to elevate you to the next level, to support you. But when you do a bad job, after a series of support, how do you want them to support you? So I don't want to diagram, just want you guys to concentrate. No, your medication is very, very important, very, very vital in this field. You could support somebody with a medication, and then you could make one mistake and could be fatal. It could be the end of them. How many people have you seen going to the hospital and they said, okay, it was the nurses or the doctor that made the mistakes of medication, mistake, all those stuff, and till today they were unable to speak or they were unable to walk. There is no difference in you attending to the client. Go back after you've already attended the training. Go back and learn the trade very well. Just learn the. Go and read. Go and try and this is this job is more or less That is why government are saying is what's the name? Low skill labor. I don't see it as low skill. I said it last week, I think, that the difference between you and nurses is that they inject, you do not inject, because any other thing that you are doing, you've got to know. And not every nurses that even know how to the moving and handling part of the other thing. I'm saying it publicly. That is why you guys, when you go to your clients and then you have a district nurse coming down there, they always want you guys to be around. Because they believe that in moving people, you are the professionals, you know what you're doing. But most of you don't even know that one. That one is the topic of another day. But in terms of the medication you are administering, this is a job that nurses knows everything. And imagine they come in to check to do something else and they realize that you've not been administering medication the way you should be administering medication. And there are most of you that you don't even know the difference between administering, prompting, and even to assist. Somebody was even like, apply medication that I cannot just go into details. I've seen loads. I've checked papers all around, and I see different English people are using. I see this is a grammar. You just need to use the right word and the right places, not just blow one stupid grammar because you want to write. Okay, you support the medication, you administer medication, you put it there, you apply medication. Do they apply medication? Is medication a cream for you to apply it? And these are the things that you hear people putting down. People saying that they give medication. That is a broad English. You give medication. You have to be specific what you actually did. So, the time has already gone again. I just feel like continue talking from one topic to another topic to be jumping up and down, but I have this limited time to do this. And I believe it will help one way or the other, or it has been helping. So if there is anything you want to know more, just let me know. Just tell me the topic. I will discuss the topic. I will put it on the floor. We'll trash it. I want you guys not to be going out there. Be proud of yourself. And then, this is a very rewarding job. You might not know it. This is a very rewarding job. But it's rewarding if you do it the way you should be doing it. And it's also rewarding when you don't do it that way, because no matter what you do, we surely come back to you. That is how I feel. That is why I believe. That is why they said this kind of a job is not a job that you just do because you just work in because of money. That you've got to have passion for it. You have to be compassionate of people you are looking after. You have to have the courage to do the job. You don't know what I want to do. And you have to be caring. So all these ability needs to be there. All these natural things needs to be there before you can. Yes, I know that one will be the things of the past, but I hope so. I hope in the next few months, few years, when you guys get into the real job, you will fall in love with the job, and then you will do it the right way. So my people are there. This is where I'm gonna stop, and until probably next week again, when I'll be coming. I don't know what the topic. Probably there are lots of topics I want to discuss. But if I still find out that around medication, people are still making mistakes around medication, maybe I should, the difference between assist, prompting, all the stuff, I should come out and then support you about that one, or tell you, discuss more about that one. We shall see. So until next week again, just don't do what I won't do. And what I won't do is just to make a mistake about my medication. See you.